Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's gonna be a little bit shorter of a video. There's no mechanical updates in today's devlog. We're going over week 4. It's just some new content. Plus I have an exclusive teaser that was given to me by the devs to show off to you guys today. That'll be a little bit further on in the video, but again, it won't be too long, so stick around, or you can skip ahead towards that point if you want to see it. Anyway, let's take a look at what we got going on this week. First up, we got some new map encounters, the Cauldron of Dark Matter, which is going to give some buffs to duration, area, or damage. One thing I don't know is if the summon duration buff here, or the power area, or the cast damage, if these are interchangeable stats. I think that would be really a cool change to the game if that was made. Like if this summon duration could be power duration or cast duration. I think that would be interesting, but I suspect it's probably set as summon duration. That's just my thoughts on that. The next shrine we have is the Scarab Wings Monument. Could be strong if it's fairly common. 10% dash charge reduction speed can go crazy if you get enough of it. It's like a critical mass thing. Like one instance of it isn't amazing, but if you get like 10, then you're like going crazy. Next up, we have the Shrine of the Snake. This one's super interesting because it has some implications. Those being that poisoned is not currently a stat in the game, or a debuff, I should say. But this shrine poisons you. And it also gives your attacks a chance to apply poison, or it makes it so you cast Poison Nova when you dash. But it is interesting because this makes me think that the new god that we're getting in this update, which is probably going to be revealed on this next developer update, not the one today, but the one in, a few days, will let us know what new god is coming. And they might have to do with poison damage because the fact that it's not a stat is very interesting to me. Anyways, let's look at Darkstone Scriptures. This one seems a little bit weaker aside from the last option. Basically, you give up movement speed or you can give up movement speed for damage, you can give up area for damage, or give up dash recharge speed for damage. The values might change because right now there's no reason you'd ever take anything except dash recharge speed for 20% damage because the other values are too high, but these things might change. That all said, let's move on to something a little more exciting, and that is the new character that we've all been waiting for, the Ranger, Laurian. While his sister Maris enjoyed the liberties of endless days in the Grand Library, Laurian was shaped by a strict regimen. He spent every morning training with famed warriors and the evenings under the tutelage of the realm's most esteemed wise men. This contrast between the carefree attitude of Maris and his disciplined life created friction between the siblings. Like her, the elven lineage gave him natural command of magic, yet it was his exceptional talent with a bow that earned him great respect among the noble elite. He comes to the peak certain of his victory. Reminder, we are on the peak of a mountain and then going into the Death's Realm. Laurian is a long purple-haired elf who is very muscly. This is going to make some people very happy. He's also Maris's brother. That's also interesting for lore. But let's look at his attacks here and the first animations and whatnot. So Laurian uses light armor and a bow. We knew the bow was coming. We didn't know light armor was coming. That's pretty interesting because previously we only had one medium armor character, so we assumed we were going to get 2, and 2, but instead now we have 3 light, 2 heavy, 1 medium armor wearer. So light armor goes crazy if you find it. Remember that armor is no longer going to be bound. So anyway, so if we look at this first little video here, we see his attack animation. It's pretty straightforward. The arrow goes pretty fast. He attacks pretty quickly. Looks good. I like the animation. It's a 3-pronged attack. I think that's going to be standard for most of the characters, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Look at the second animation. It's the same thing, except he is firing multi-shot, basically, probably from a different attack or something. Also, notice that you can change directions in between shooting, which is pretty cool. And then if we look at the third and final video, we see that he's firing 1 shot, and it is ricocheting instead of piercing and multi-shot. It does mention here that he can dispatch a flurry of arrows or shoot long-range bolts that magically seek enemies. So I'm guessing I'm guessing what's going to happen here is that some of the upgrades from certain gods are going to shoot like multi-arrows, multi-shot, and that some are going to be more like, I think, magic arrow from D2 from the Amazon. So that's pretty cool. And that's it for this week's update for the devlog. But now I've got something special to show you guys. So let me just pull that up. And now here is the teaser that I was given to the devs. The only context I got is that this is the character being revealed this next dev update in Dev Update 5. I did a little brainstorming with my good friend Fluffy Juju, a fellow degenerate from the Death Must Die Discord server. You guys know him for doing crazy runs. Anyways, I think after we talked about it, what we're looking at here is a muscle mommy waifu type character. If you look at the curves and everything. Now, I may be wrong, not really sure. These could be some type of discs. They could be donuts. She could be a food character. The real question I have is this a god? If so, does she interact with poison? If it's not a god, is it a character that has to do with training our characters in some other way? It's pretty interesting to me. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think this character might be, you know, lore-wise, what she could be from. The game pulls a lot of characters from different mythology, if you've been paying attention. So it's pretty interesting, and I'm excited to see what the update is. But yeah, thanks to the devs for giving me this little spoiler image here. And I hope you guys liked the video. So if you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow along. And hopefully maybe I can give you guys another teaser next week. I'll see if I can convince the devs to do so. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Jeff out. Bye.